Hi, today I think I want to talk about shame. Something happened last week and I felt really shameful about it and I want to talk about it. And I'm going to actually tell you through this story why you don't need shame, especially in learning specifically, in learning new things. But to be fair, the world is a classroom, so anything can be a learning experience. So this can be, I think, applied to anything. Now, that doesn't mean go and do bad stuff on purpose just so you can say, oh, I did this and I don't even feel shame. I feel really good about what I did. No, don't do that. Listen to me now. Last week, I had the most disastrous, awful lesson in my life. Like, I genuinely think I've never had such a bad lesson. The lesson was in Japanese. I studied Japanese. I've studied Japanese for as long as I can remember, maybe like over 7 years of my life I've spent studying Japanese. And you think, right, that for 7 years, which also includes me going to Japanese high school, not in Japan, in another country, but specialized in learning Japanese, I had so many classes in Japanese. And yet you think that because of this, I would have an excellent level of speaking Japanese, writing Japanese, anything. I'd be fluent, right? Like, if you think about someone who's learned a language for 7+ years, you're thinking, like, oh, that person must know everything there is to essentially know about this language. Well, it depends on the intensity at which they studied it, of course, but that's what I expect, at least, right? No. That's partially because I kind of take my time with learning. I don't really push it. I don't really like to go all out in one area of my life. I like to distribute my energy very evenly in different endeavors. Like, I just like having my eggs in a few baskets. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want Japanese to be my whole life. And it's not. And it's not, right? Like, I've done so many other great things while studying Japanese. I also finished university. I also started my first job right now. Like, I've been moving countries all the time. It's fine. Japanese was not my whole deal, but I want to know it. So I, right now, with my big girl job, started paying money to a private tutor to tutor me in Japanese because I kind of suck at it right now. And I know I suck, okay? I have the awareness that I kind of suck right now. I'm rusty. I haven't used it in a while. I got an okay level. If you're aware of like how Japanese works, I have the level N3, which is the middle level, but I want to go to N2, which is like a more advanced. So, I started going to these lessons. Last week I had my first lesson, and I'm aware I suck, okay? I'm aware I'm rusty. I go with the lowest expectations possible. I still somehow couldn't deliver. Like, even though I set the lowest expectations possible for myself, I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to be able to talk much. I'm probably going to be more of a passive learner cuz I'm really strong at like listening and input, but I'm really bad at output. Right? It was even worse than that. It was even worse than that. I could not write a sentence. I could write a sentence. I couldn't make a sentence in my head organically by myself without the help of the teacher there at all. Like, I just could not. I could muster like maybe 3 to 4 sentences and then I would panic and I would absolutely, like, nothing would come out of me. Like, nothing would come out of my mouth. I was trying and like scrambling in my head like to find the words and they just would not appear. And then the teacher said something. She was like, "Do you realize how embarrassing that is? Do you realize how embarrassing it is that you're here and you passed this level N3 and you still can't muster a single sentence in this language without my help? Do you realize how embarrassing that is?" And that made me feel so bad. Like, I genuinely, for the rest of the day, I could not stop thinking about it. I cried after. I was like, oh my God, she is so right. Like, this is so embarrassing, actually. This is the end of my Japanese learning journey because this is actually so embarrassing. Like, I can't live this down. But then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, do I want to believe this narrative? Because what is being sold to me here, right? What is being sold to me in this lesson, in this one sentence that she said? Basically, she's a very old school lady, and this is not to say she's a great teacher, right? She's like so She knows what you need and in what time and how to say it. However, in that one specific moment, her teaching was absolutely not the thing I needed and it was terrible for me. I can admit that, but she is a great teacher, so nothing bad to her. However, I was like, this is a tactic, which we so often see in anything, in any experience, in any learning experience that we have. And I really want to detach myself from that because what's being sold to me here is essentially, you're not good enough because you didn't do this, because you didn't put in enough work in this specific area, because you suck at this. And that's shameful. It's shameful that you're not good enough at this. Is that true? Now, if we think about how I learned Japanese, what my experience was with Japanese in the first place, we can clearly see that I literally never ever in my life had the chance to practice my output with like an actual fluent Japanese speaker. Like I was in Japan for a short period of time. I lived there for half a year. However, I was surrounded by international people. I was at a university where most of my classes were in Japanese, in English, sorry. And where the hell, up until this point in my life where I'm taking these lessons to fix this, where the hell would I have been able to learn how to speak? Where? Because we didn't speak in high school. Sure, we had some conversations, whatever. It wasn't proper speaking. It was more so like explaining grammar stuff, you know? Never like actual daily conversation with like a fluent speaker, you know? Is it shameful then? Is it shameful that I don't have this one specific ability? Mind you, my reading, writing, even listening, all of that is perfect in this language, like for the level that I am. I absolutely can cover the criteria for this level in every other aspect except speaking. What is shameful about not having a skill that you never had to develop in the first place? What is shameful about trying to fix it, knowing that you have a problem in this area and trying to fix it? Shame does nothing in the classroom except shun you away from it. Shame does nothing except scare you away. It didn't help me in that moment. It didn't make me feel like, oh, I'm fixing my mistake. It made me feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve to continue learning, to be here. I had to shift my whole perspective because I really had it rough that day. I was like, oh, this is not okay. Like I need to be more serious about this because this is not okay. Like I actually can't speak. But then I was like, bro, it's your first lesson. That's why you're here. You're taking active steps towards fixing this gap in knowledge. You're doing actually all the things that you need to do to fix this. There is no shame in that. There is absolutely no shame in trying, in not knowing, in learning, in being bad at something. It is not a moral failure to be bad at something, to not have developed a skill, to not know something, even at a grown age. We want to act morally superior for knowing things. It's not a moral superiority to know more. People don't always know. You don't always know. I don't always know. What's shameful is not trying to change it. What's shameful, I think, is knowing you have a gap, knowing you have something you're not really good at, and never trying to fix it, even though it might make your life easier, it might make your life better. That might be shameful. However, taking active steps to fix something that you know you want to fix and you know that you're kind of bad at, that deserves applause, not shame. And once I really did all this work in my brain, I can tell you for sure that the next time I'm showing up to that lesson, the energy is going to be completely different because my confidence is going to skyrocket because even though I'm wrong, even though I can't speak, I'm doing my damn best to fix that. And you can't take that away from me. Everything is a learning experience, okay? Okay. Remove shame.